Hi, everybody. Thank you for watching the video today. If you're interested in downsizing your home, or your parents or grandparents have been discussing, downsizing their home, then this video is going to be great for you, and continue watching. We're going to go over some tips and tricks and basic information that everyone should think about before they go ahead and move forward with downsizing their home. Also, at the end, I'm going to give you my favorite realtor tip that will help you with your downsizing. So, for me, or for everyone rather, the most important thing when making a huge decision is your why. Why am I going to do this? Because when things get tough, you have a tendency to backtrack and say, I can't do this, never mind, this is too much to deal with. If it's not something important to you, if your why isn't big enough, it's something you can, backtrack out of. When it comes to downsizing your home, that's a big situation. So you have to ask yourself why. Questions such as, where do you want to live? Do you need a quieter neighborhood? Are you living in the city right now and there's just too much traffic going up and down the street for you? It's hard to sleep. Maybe it's too quiet for you and you're looking for more city life. You want to be closer to the attractions in the city or in the town that you live in. Or, maybe you just want an entirely different neighborhood to live in. You want to move across country. Just figure out what your why is, and that will keep you focused in the process. The next question I would say to ask yourself is, how much space do you really need? Throughout the video, you'll see me kind of peek down a little bit because I have my notes and I don't want to miss anything. But yes, ask yourself, how much space do you really need? Are you in a 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom home and your children have now moved out and it's just you and your spouse, or it's just you, and now you have all these rooms to take care of and clean all the time and there's no one living in them, so it doesn't make much sense to have that kind of space? Or is your space, you looking to maybe live in single level living where you don't have stairs to go up and down? Ask yourself, how much space do I need? And that will kind of give you a guide as to where to start looking. Again, will single level living be better for you? Do you want like a cape situation where you have 2 different living spaces you can live in? What's gonna match your needs? Again, ask yourself, what kind of neighborhood do you want to live in? I know I used to live by the same high school that I went to, which was a pain in the butt because those kids get out of school and they are loud. And I used to be those kids. But right after high school, as soon as I graduated and it hit like 19, 20, 21 and was living in that area, I'm like, oh, why are they so loud? So maybe you need to change. It's too much noise. You need to move to a different neighborhood. Maybe you want to live on a dead-end street, or, a cul-de-sac, something quieter. The next thing to go over would be to evaluate your needs. What do you need? Are you in a situation where, maybe you need larger doorways? Maybe you need something that's wheelchair accessible. Maybe you need to be closer to the grocery stores. Maybe you're on a hill right now and that's just too much to have to deal with if you're not driving, or, whatever it may be. Figure out what your needs are. Make a list. I'm a big proponent of writing things down because, for one, we forget things and ideas come and they go. Also, it just kind of becomes more real when you're actively writing it down. It's on paper. You can go over it a little deeper. The next step is going to be one of the hardest for everyone. I think when it comes to whether you're moving, whether you're just spring cleaning, whatever you may be doing, letting go of belongings is going to be a big part of your downsizing process. Again, because you're moving from a larger space into something smaller, you're not going to need as many things. And, over the years, things start to gather sentimental value. And I know there's some video on Netflix, I don't remember the name of it, but you can go on and it'll tell you, does this bring me joy? If it doesn't bring you joy anymore, get rid of it type situation. Just have a system as to, how you get rid of things. Maybe call your children or your friends or someone to come over and help you kind of go through things, and it's a little easier to let go of stuff when there's someone else watching you and they realize, you don't really need this newspaper from 20 years ago. Let's get rid of that. So I know I myself, I have a hard time getting rid of things, especially if they have some kind of sentimental value, and then my husband and I end up bumping heads and he's like, you don't need this. I'm like, don't tell me what I need. I love this. It's my concert ticket from 27 years ago. So then the next step after you let go of things that you don't need would be to document important items and organize them. in living in a house for years at a time, you collect a lot of things, taxes, different important documents you may have, and they just end up wherever they end up. Now, you want to make sure you keep track of each thing that you have, take pictures, have a filing system, something like that, and have them put away somewhere easy to find so that when you do move and unpack, you're not, searching the entire house for birth certificates and social security numbers and things like that. Keepsakes, things that are important to you. Another step to downsizing that may be helpful is to take pictures of your furniture and your belongings. I know it sounds a little crazy. Why do I need to take pictures of my own stuff? Insurance, that might be a good reason. Also, to visualize where you're going to put these things in your new home. Am I going to put these things in my new home? Do they fit into the idea of the new home I'm trying to move into? Do I need this, huge sectional, couch living room situation if it's just going to be me, or if it's just me and my spouse? How much of this stuff do I actually need? So when you start taking pictures of things and kind of just be like, we can put it over here in this smaller room, we can put that there. Well, maybe we don't have space for this dresser, we don't really need it anyway. You can kind of get an idea of that. And then hire, of course, you want to hire a realtor to help you find the home that fits your needs. So, you could go out and go online on the Zillow or Redfin or whatever websites you decide to choose to look for a home. But it's also helpful, to have a realtor on your side who can do some of the searching for you, make it a lot easier. We can set you up on an MLS search and make sure that you get automatic emails. We can go see the listings for you, preview them, and give you kind of an idea, this might be a good fit for you, or it looked great in the pictures, but when I went to go see it, this was wrong with it. It can cut a little bit out of your trips to have to go see homes right now. So also in the market we're in right now, I do suggest that you have a realtor because it's a tough market for buyers. There's just not enough homes on the market, and there's 1 million buyers per home, and people are waiving contingencies, and it's a crazy market. So in order to make your offer stand out from the others, it helps to have a trained professional to, put you at the top of the list. Hire somebody like me. And then I would say after you've documented things, you've hired a realtor, I have 2 realtor tips. I know I promised you one, but I actually have 2. My first tip would be, once you've documented items and, went through all of your things and decided what you need, what you don't need, find a charity or, some type of way to donate your items, donate things. I know Facebook has Marketplace. You can give things away. You can even sell your things and, use the profits from the sales to help with the moving costs. So that's a really good tip to use if you're going to be, whether you're downsizing or just moving in general. When you start going through things and realizing, I don't need this, you'd be surprised what other people need. I'm in a lot of groups on Facebook, and measuring cups there were 37 comments on a post for measuring cups the other day. So, just put your stuff out there, see if you can get a little change for it, or if you're feeling charitable and it's right now the giving season, donate those items to others who may be able to use them. My other realtor tip would be to shop in lower price ranges if you're in a situation where you may have to customize the home that you're moving into, or the home needs updates. You don't want to have to use everything that you have and purchase the house, and now you're in it and you're like, oh, I hate this kitchen. I don't like these cabinets. The floors are kind of annoying, or the roof needs a little work. Try to give yourself some space. If the home you're moving into doesn't in fact need any updates, you still want to kind of give yourself some space, again, because the market we're in is a little crazy. So the odds of being able to make an offer on a home at asking price and actually have that offer accepted in this particular market is tough. Those odds are low. So you want to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room to be able to have, the amount for your down payments, all the other costs for buying a house, as well as, offering over the asking price. I do not personally ever suggest offering $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 over asking. I've been seeing a lot of craziness in the market as a realtor right now, and I don't advise my clients to go that high. But that can be another video that we can discuss at another time. But for now, that's what I've got on downsizing. Feel free to comment, inbox, email me. If you know anyone who's looking to buy or sell a home and needs some assistance, get in contact with me, and my contact will be listed at the bottom of the video. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.